Alexa, turn on Christmas tree. Jens, it's Flossmas! Happy Flossmas! How are you guys doing today? Hope you're all well. It is Flossmas Day 14. Day 14. Yes, it's Day 14. Hope you're all well. I am. I am home from work. It is Friday. It is now the weekend, and I am going to have a crafting bonanza this weekend, amongst other things. Hope you are all... I think I said that 3 times already. I don't know where my head is at. Anyways, it's Friday. Enough said. I have been busy the last night stitching away. So I am going to get right into it. I have had many questions about Henry, so I think Henry's going to dominate the video again today, as he has most days this month so far. But once I get this page done this weekend, and it is going to happen this weekend, hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, we're going to switch it up a little bit and go on to something else. So that will be exciting. I am probably not going to do a whole lot on him tonight. My plans tonight are going to be to do at least one color on him tonight, and then to work on my knitting, because I'm going to a friend's house to watch a movie and have some pizza. I've already ordered it on the Domino's app, because yes, I like Domino's and I use the app. So I've ordered the Domino's pizza. I'm going to go pick it up here shortly after I get the video uploaded, and I'm going to take my knitting with me so I can knit while I watch the movie. And then when I come home, I will continue working on Henry for a while before bed. Tomorrow, when I wake up, I plan on finishing the page of Henry, amongst a whole bunch of other things that I have to get done around the house, like clean my house. That has not happened because of Flossmas. Anyways, let me turn the camera around and show you what I've been up to, and talk about the questions that I have had asked on the comments, which I'm loving. So please keep them coming. Thank you all very much. I'm loving reading all the comments. Thank you for liking and the increase in subscriptions. I'm loving that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to turn the camera around now. Okay, guys and gals, here is Henry. I finished one color last night. I did, and I still haven't put it in my floss box. So here is the color I did last night, 632. Try to find it in that square. There. Actually, this was actually a fairly dominant color on this page. Probably one of the most dominant so far on this page. So yes. There's a lot of them on there. It took a very long time to do that color, and it filled in a lot of the wee gaps. So the next color I'm going to do is going to fill in a lot of these gaps that are along these rows, which will make it look even more full, and I think a lot of this down here will also be filled in. So that will be exciting. Just to show you the how I store my, this is the way that the colors show on on a Heaven and Earth design page. So I have all of my pages printed, and I have an individual floss box just for Henry, and so I keep just Henry's. I bought all the flosses I need for Henry to, and I bought enough skeins based on a 25 count, which is what the pattern calls for. So I have enough skeins to do a Henry on a 25 count, which means I should have some floss left over because I'm doing him on a 28 count. And I have all of the flosses laid out, and that way then I don't have to worry about finding floss for him because I have everything separate. So that just a real quick caveat there. Henry. One question was, and I had mentioned this in yesterday's video, I believe, about blended threads. There are no blended threads in Henry, and what I mean by blended threads is using one strand of one color and one strand of another color, putting them together and stitching. And the reason there is no blended threads is because this is one strand over one. So you can't have blended threads because that would make it way too thick. So it's one strand, one color for each X on the entire page. There is 90 colors on this in Henry. Probably 80 of them are on this page alone. The only ones that are really on this page are these gold colors. Everything else is in this page. It's crazy. But it makes the detail amazing. I mean, look at the detail in the shirt over here on this page that's already done. Now, the other question that I had received was that and I get this often, is the fact that I go right to the border and stitch straight up, stitch the whole page and not go over and thread. I don't go into the next page or down into the next page to worry about lines, because other people have stated that they get lines when they stitch like this because of tension or whatnot. I have not seen that issue on Henry. The only thing I have seen by doing this is the fact that whenever there is, like going across here, like right here is the page break, and I can feel where the page is just because this is much thicker over here compared to this, and you can feel the texture difference because of where that line is. Because on the back, you know, you have threads being pulled this way and threads being pulled this way, but over time that kind of works its way out, and you don't see any line or texture bump or anything like that. So I'm not worried about it, and it's even going to work its way out even more whenever I wash it. So I have never been concerned about any lines anywhere. You can see all throughout here there's different pages, and I can't tell you where the page started and stopped. I really don't know. The only reason I know here is because I remember where, like, these reds are really vivid, and I know that's where the beginning of the page was, and I can feel it right now. But up here, I can't feel where that page was anymore. Like going up, all of a sudden, I can't feel the difference. So, you know, it really does work. For me, I have basically very consistent tension, so I don't have that problem. I hope that answers your questions about the lines, because I do know some people will do like a triangle pattern across here just to alleviate the way that your eye might line up, see that line. So that is Henry. People, I made a new start yesterday. I needed something because I had a stitching date last night, so I went ahead and started my very first Prairie Schooler. Now, I made a working copy of the entire pattern only because this is a borrowed pattern and this is a out of print pattern as far as I'm aware. So I wanted to make sure that I had it folded because I had it in my bag. I wanted to make sure that I did not put any wear and tear on my friend's pattern because it is out of print, and I'm sure eventually it will be printed again, but I know how people are about patterns. I'm very particular about how my patterns are, so I went ahead and made a working copy so that I can handle it and show you all and not have to worry about worrying about putting extra wear and tear on the out of print pattern. This is the Blackwork Angels book number 103 of the Prairie Schooler. And I'm doing this as a gift. I'm not doing all of them. I'm currently working on this one right here. The angel holding the candle and the garland coming off of the candle. This is charted for DMC 310 black and Krynic gold metallic. I chose to use a gold flecked even weave 28 count, so I opted to do to use the option of using a DMC thread instead of the Krynic. So I use 3810, which is the alternate. So 310 and 3810 for, I believe it's 3810. For the alternate, and this is where I've gotten to so far. So we're currently working on the dress of the angel right here, and I have gotten up to the top of this side of the dress. I now have to work my way up this side of the dress of the gold stripe, and that is where I'm at so far. So very pleased with that. I'm doing 2/2 on 28 count. I know some people like to do 3/2 on 28 count. I do not like doing that. I'm perfectly happy with the type of coverage that I'm getting on this because from a distance, you will not see, I mean, I have extra light on there, so, you know, I'm perfectly happy with that type of coverage. I know other people wouldn't be, but I am perfectly happy with that. So there you go, my new start. I'm going to leave it at that for the day because I have plans. I have to go pick up the pizza. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Happy Flossmas Day 14, and I will check in tomorrow for Day 15. Don't forget to always be creative.